Hello again, YouTuber. Welcome back to Would You Like to Run an Idol Cafe? My name is MS-Punker1, and last video we had to deal with I guess drunken Ichigo at first during the evening and maybe beating during the night. Then the next day she was hopeless as well, more or less, since she couldn't find one of her shoes and she was late to school. And after that we decided to head off to work since it's our first day. We ran into one of the girls that works at the cafe. We just had a little chat first and then continued to work. So what will happen today? My first day working at the Seaside cafe, and I'm doing my best to get to grips with basics. I never worked as a waiter before, and there's quite a lot for me to learn in a relatively short period of time. I'm doing my best to keep up with my new workload, but despite my best efforts, I still end up making mistakes. I was in the process of delivering an order to the kitchen when I just so happened to bump into Mayuki, and I mean that in a literal sense. Probably ran into her, right? Oh! My raven-haired colleague is now sprawled on the ground. Her stock in the legs is spread in quite a compromising manner. The full hem of her frilly skirt is rumpled, and rather a lot of her plump thighs are on display. In that pose, her cheeks slightly flustered. In that pose, her cheeks slightly flustered. She looks good enough to eat. But speaking of food, Mayuki was supposed to be carrying an ice cream sundae into table 13 before I unlocked her. Now said ice cream sundae is lying on the floor, melting strawberry ice cream is spattered everywhere, like something from a crime scene. Fluttered glasses. In glass it was it was served on a shattered. I hope Mayuki didn't cut herself. Are you alright, Mayuki? Sorry if my voice seems a bit strange. Yeah. Mayuki looks a little dazed after her tumble. She rubs her temple with one hand, her eyes unfocused. Forget lecturing herself on the glass. Now I'm starting to worry she has a concussion. I've only been at the job for a few hours, and I might have injured one of my co-workers for life. Hey, Mayuki! I crouch in front of her, mindful of broken glass, and wave one hand in front of her face. Can you see my hand? How many fingers am I holding up? Mayuki blinks, and she frowns. So she remembers my name. That's a relief. It seems all her memories are in order, at the very least. I'm glad she didn't have an amnesia, but... soon I begin to wish she did. The shock of her stumble must have finally worn off. Mayuki holds herself to her feet, her legs trembling and glowers at me. Her eyes are hard and serious, positively burning with indignant rage. That expression wouldn't look out of place on a serial killer. Not that I met many serial killers in my time. If she had a katana, she'd probably cut my head off. I'm sorry, Mayuki. It was an accident. Quite clear. Crap. Mayuki's really starting to lose it. She doesn't just look mad. She looks downright pissed. Looks like I'm going to be in for a pretty long lecture. And to make matters worse, this is happening in broad view of all Seaside Cafe's Patreons. They're all watching us and they're all snickering. Is she hearing all that? Mayuki pauses midway through her lecture. Her right eye twitches and her fingers clench into fists at her side. If she wasn't so dedicated to her role of being a waitress, I think she would have slugged those guys, and for good reason. Not being very discreet. Mayuki clears her throat. I do my best to Shinome. Mayuki scowls. So saying, Mayuki, Så saying, Mayuki stalks off to deep sighs of admiration from the customers. Masochist. You must be one if you actually want to be yelled at in that way. I shoot these two guys a sideways glance. My comments are actually making my skin crawl. Jeez. Aside. I guess Kuus' warning this morning had some merit to it after all. Today has not been a good day for me or Mayuki. Mayuki rounds on me the moment the cafe closes and her eyes narrowed. She's so frustrated she hasn't taken her frilly maid attire off. She's still wearing her cute black dress and the pair of cat ears that go alongside it. I'm still wondering about those cat ears. They don't seem to be part of a C-style cafe's dress code. Strange though she doesn't wear those cat ears. I don't have a chance to ask. Mayuki's busy lecturing me. I couldn't say that. No, I'm sorry. It was a mistake. I realize that this isn't much of an excuse, but it was my first day and... Yuki snorts. Sure, I understand. I'm sorry. I tried, but... Of course I have a brain. If I didn't know that, I'd literally be dead. Hey! I frowned. I did screw off pretty bad earlier. If Mayuki wants to hold a grudge, I can't really blame her. Isn't she taking this a bit too far? Can't you try and be a bit nicer? It was an honest mistake, you know. Hey, Mayuki. Alright, Shinome. Aside. This situation is getting out of hand. How should I reply? Since it is a kind of serious situation, maybe we should be understanding here. Yeah, it's best not upsetting her further, especially when she's so upset already. I play at being Mr. Nice Guy, and with some luck that should defuse the situation. I sure hope it does at least. Once again, I really am sorry, Mayuki. And be careful in the future, I promise. I can tell you take your job seriously, and I have no desire to get in your way. Mayuki her arms folded across her chest. Oh, has already changed into her casual clothes. That was fast. Appears beside us as if by magic. Really? Mayuki projects such an unassailable aura of perfection, but with her cool, heighty demeanor. And I would have pegged her for a clumsy girl. Mayuki's self-righteous indignation begins to falter. Her face turns red and she scowls at Kuus. Kuus' head hangs. Are you sure about that? Kuus gives Mayuki a thumbs up in Mayuki's eyes. It seems some of the tension in the air has been diffused thanks to Kuus, because Mayuki no longer looks as angry when she regards me. She's still not upset, that much is obvious, given her flustered face. But she doesn't look ready to castrate me anymore. I guess that's progress. Yes, you think? It's what I like to say, but I abstain. Yuki's only just calm down. I don't want to rile her up again. Would be an interesting hobby. Yuki pouts. Yuki stabs a finger in my direction. I try my best. Mayuki turns her nose up in the air when stalks off to the break room. I guess she's going to get changed into her casual clothes. I haven't seen Mayuki in her casual clothes before actually. I'm kind of curious what she wears when she isn't working as a waitress. But I know better than to follow her into the staff room to take a sneak peek. Mayuki hates me enough as it is. I don't want to incur her ire further by blundering in on her in the middle of getting undressed. Knowing her, she's probably punched me and called me a pervert. Jeez. I massage my temple. I think I can feel a headache coming on. The day could have gone better. I guess that's true. Thanks for stepping in, Kuus. If it weren't for you, Mayuki might have a blown a gasket. How long? Damn. A whistle. I normally each go for about as long as that myself, but it's not really the same. Ichigo is a very bubbly, cheerful girl, while Mayuki is most definitely not. I had the pleasure of spending a few hours with her, and I'm already tired of her. I can't imagine spending years by her side. Has Mayuki always been this short-tempered? Kuus nods. I guess she hasn't changed much over the years. How on earth did you put up with her for all this time without to get going mad? Coming from anybody else, I take that line as a throwaway joke, but it hits a little differently when spoken in Kuus' cool monotone. Maybe she's being serious. Must be very, very deep down. I think that might be the most Kuus ever spoken in one go. Usually she communicates in and nods and half sentences. She really must like Mayuki to utter orate for so long on her behalf. I don't know if I trust Kuus, but she seems level-headed enough. The interests in the occult aside, maybe I should make an effort to meet her halfway. I don't know if that happened, but I didn't start working here to make enemies. If Mayuki starts softening up, I respond in turn. I wouldn't mind being her friend. Kuus smiles thinly. Then she raises on her tiptoes. I'm about to head taller than she is, and rests her palm atop my head. Rubbing my hair like one might stroke a cat, Kuus says in a gentle tone. It's no problem. You don't need to thank me. You don't need to stroke me either. I'm not an animal. Who continues to stroke the top of my head. I'm not entirely sure what to make of it, actually. Guess it feels nice. It feels nice, but I don't really get why Kuus is being so touchy-feely. I don't get her at all, if I'm being quite honest. But maybe that will come with time. It's fortunate that I have no shortage of that. The chances are high that I'll be seeing a lot of Kuus and Mayuki in the coming weeks. Can friendship really bloom under such inauspicious conditions? I'm not sure. But I'm not pessimistic enough to discount it offhand. Who knows? You might just get on better than I could ever anticipate. I think that's a good place for this video, so hope you liked it, and if you did so, do like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!